1, 2, 3, 4. General is back, but there's no jingle for the OpTic Pre-Show. Thank you, General, for nothing. Welcome back, brother. Missed you.
It's good to be back.
Have you missed doing this?
A little bit.
What the? Thanks for the
a little bit.
Just a little tiny.
See,
bit.
me and Big T were like, dude, I can't wait to get back on the swing of things and start talking sheesh.
Because I'm a true gamer at heart.
That's true.
You know.
Yeah.
I like being behind the screen, not in front of it.
Ooh.
It's a good quote.
Dude, put that on a shirt.
I like that.
I enjoy being here. I know it's definitely like fun, and like I feel like when we're talking about certain issues, most of it actually changes in the scene. Because I feel like with the audience here, like we'll talk about the cheatings issues or like the Cronuses that we talked about last year. I feel like a lot of our insight actually changed a lot of like the problems that were happening.
We're changing the world.
Yeah,
with
exactly.
This show.
You know what? As usual, the OpTic Pre-Show is brought to you by Mavix, your usual hosts. We got my man Damon Karma Barlow all the way at the end. What's up, Damon? Welcome back.
I'm glad we're getting on to the show because I have no idea what we just talked about.
Same.
Yeah, me either. And you're hungry. I'm hungry.
Yeah.
General's hungry. Oh, he had a toasted strudel. Big timer. What you have?
I had some bacon and Gruyere cheese egg bites with a little avocado spread and a Zyrtec.
And you got new glasses.
Yes.
Where'd you get the new glasses?
I didn't.
Wait, they're not. They're the
No,
same ones?
see,
You cleaned them.
See, you can't even tell.
Damn. Wait,
Right?
are they
you
not
just
new?
got to get a little closer. No.
Oh my
See.
God, they're looking so much better.
I do look
Anyway,
good.
we got a good show ahead. Obviously, we skipped a week, but we're pushing it to this week because the Snowmageddon. Shout out to Maddie for coming up with that name. That happened here in Texas. It was really, really, really ass. I want to give a shout out to Roger, Josefo, and Maddie behind the camera. The last episode that we uploaded is the most successful pre-show that we've ever uploaded. So shout out to the production team, which I don't know why they're torturing us. Like, why do we have to hold the microphones like this?
Not sure. You think with the views increase,
That
the
you would
production.
have, but yeah, there you go. Let them know.
They want us to work harder, I guess.
I want Josefo to put lasers coming out of that. Can we make that happen? Anyway, we had one of the worst weeks of weather ever that I personally experienced. Not from a weather outside perspective, but what it did to the town perspective. You're from Toronto or where? Ottawa.
Ottawa.
And you're used to the snow?
Yeah, so I mean it was worse here because I mean
Yeah,
it
did it
doesn't
annoy
snow
anyone else?
here,
People
right?
from like Chicago or people from New York, like, oh come on,
Oh, my
Texas,
God,
it ain't
dude.
that bad. Like,
yeah, like this was like snow day weather here.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
Canada, it was like it'd be like up
But
to your knees deep, and
The
it's like okay.
housing and the actual like roads are prepared for those
Yeah, yeah.
situations.
there's no trucks clearing the roads. Like people's, you see the pictures of the ceiling fans with fucking icicles
Yeah.
coming out,
Yeah.
toilets were frozen, pipes bursting. Like, it
yeah,
was
like Texas
30
was not prepared
degrees
for this. Like,
in
they have
people's
tractors
house.
trying to clear the streets.
They shouldn't be. They shouldn't be prepared for this.
No, yeah, I mean
that's true.
that came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Literally nowhere.
Global warming, they say. I agree.
Or climate change.
Climate change. Yeah, well, they don't say global warming because then people will be like, oh, see, it's cold over
cold,
here.
yeah.
It's getting colder.
Fucking morons.
Mother Nature is
Imagine
getting
being
angry.
A moron. I couldn't be me. Anyway, so we pushed everything. The matches start tomorrow. It's going to be the Call of Duty Super Week. And then at the end of this episode, we're going to tell you to go hit the link because this is possibly live. And in a couple of minutes, we're going to go live with our match. Actually, I don't know if we go first, but we are going to be playing. I want to know something. Who misspelled OpTic on the sheet?
OpTic.
Someone did.
That's fireable offense.
It's a fireable offense, but we're gonna give it a pass. All right. What's been happening? How did you guys lose any weather? I mean, any electricity or anything?
I had no power. Well, for like 3 days, it was like after a while, like the power like randomly went off the one night, and I was sitting there and I'm like, okay, the power's back on.
Yeah.
Then it went off again. Then it came back on, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna start timing it. Like maybe they're doing it on purpose. And my phone didn't work. We had like no service in the area, so I was like, you know what, I have to like try something manually. And it ended up being like 40 minutes on, 40 minutes off for 2 days.
What do you mean manually?
Like I couldn't like look on the internet or anything.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I have to figure out like what's
And
going
your phone
on.
didn't work? Holly's phone didn't work?
Nothing.
You were just counting.
I just put a timer on my
Can-
phone.
Can I ask you a personal question?
Yeah.
What's with you and phones? What's your issue with phones?
Bell always takes it.
Is that what it is?
And then it dies.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a mission to get it today.
Yeah, I was gonna say since I've met you, but since you came on, you already had Bella. But yeah, you're like the only person I know that doesn't have his phone with him.
Yes, I just don't need it. I mean, I don't know. I don't do anything to need it. I don't really care about it. I don't like texting. I don't
That's
like
how I
any of
am.
that.
You too, General?
I hate my phone. I just
Big T, are
Just
you
back-
too a witch that hates technology?
Not quite. First of all, I respect it. I
Yeah,
think that's good. No, I use mine probably a little bit more. Not a lot though. Like I'm not on
Like,
like
if I-
social a lot.
If I travel, yeah, I'll have it.
Yeah.
well,
But
yeah.
that's like the only time.
Right. If you're just
But I
sitting
mean,
at home
I
though,
am
like
on
it'll
my
be in the other
computer a
room and I'm
lot,
just not.
so
Yeah.
I don't go outside.
Yeah. Same.
I don't know. I'm you're the only one dude that I know that like when I call, like I know that your phone has been off for like 3 weeks sometimes, and I'm just like, hit up
Hey.
Holly.
But before I joined back, I had it for like 2 weeks. After you called me the one day, I was like, all right, I'm keeping it. Like, I'm gonna put it in the safe, man.
Yeah, the phone
Yeah.
to make sure that you
Yeah.
were on call.
But yeah, I
how was
mean-
your apartment? Because I know you just had a pipe burst.
A pipe burst, unfortunately.
Today.
Today that destroyed the heat in my house.
The
but-
heat.
Yep, heat and like the water heating system as well.
Well, at least
So-
it's kind of warm out, but the water.
Yeah.
I didn't get to shower for
Yeah.
like 3.5 days.
What did you do to clean yourself?
I didn't, and then I filled up a bowl with Brita water,
Just dump it on yourself.
and yeah, I stood in the shower and just
Froze?
Yeah,
tried to make it work. Like put my hand in it, washed my
Yeah,
hair.
yeah, yeah.
It
that
was
sounds
horrible. though.
terrible. That was fun.
so it's like, it's like the Book of Eli where he has like the KFC wet wipes and he's just like
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like-
yeah.
Oh yeah, it was like not
It's a
fun.
camping shower. I took a camping shower.
Yeah.
Like the cold didn't bother me. Like I said, I think we got lucky compared to a lot of people where they had like no power. But then we had it like 40 on, 40 off. So
Your power went off too.
Yeah.
For how
the,
long?
The coldest night
Mhm.
of the time. So I was sleeping. I was already passed out, and Jude comes in. He's like, hey. I was like, what? She's like, the lights, the power went out, and I'm like, holy shit, why is my nose frozen? Like I was freezing.
was that
in there.
cold?
yeah.
Yeah. She's like, I'm gonna be upstairs. I'm gonna go to Liv's room with the dogs. And I'm like, okay, what about me? She's like, the closet's really warm, and I was like, all right.
You just slept in the closet.
So I went and laid in the closet, put 2 blankets down, 2 thick ones, and I'm laying there, and all of a sudden, like 2 hours later, the whole thing just comes back on. So I felt as though I was abducted by aliens, because when I was sleeping, like all these lights were like in my face. Imagine being awoken from like a good sound sleep
Yeah.
to lights in your head. So I was just like, I was blinded by it.
Oh yeah, we had like geez, I don't even know what they were, like little glow sticks.
Yeah.
Like
From your raving days.
no. But I mean, it was brutal. Like I think after like I don't know 40 hours, I walked to like the corner of my neighborhood, and I called Seth, and I was like, "Is Seth, you got power?" Like, yeah. And I just hear like music and stuff going on in
Yeah.
the background. I'm like, "Yeah, dude, I haven't had anything. I haven't showered."
Yeah.
That
He's
sounds
like, "Well,
terrible.
you can
Yeah.
come over."
I
if
did
you
my
want to."
shopping on like Thursday. Just bought a bunch of like frozen stuff. So I had power the whole time. I was sitting in the heat eating pizza rolls. and
tried-
shit.
My family tried we tried searching for like 12 or 13 hotels. We were literally in the car for like 3 hours.
Oh,
and
they,
they're just
apparently
booked,
they were
booked.
all like booked.
Oh,
right?
everything was booked,
Yeah.
literally. And then we just like, I think we went back to our living room and just
Huddled up.
huddled up in some blankets and waited till the power comes on.
How long was your power out for?
It came on I think 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock in the morning, like
Yeah.
the first day.
It was just a jubilation. You all just
We
celebrated.
sat there, like I was using my my laptops as charging devices. I was like, thank God I charged my computer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just slept like the whole time. I was loving the cold air.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone in my house blasts the heat, man.
That's why I love sleeping in the cold.
Dude, I was
But-
upstairs. I went and laid in Bella's room, opened the window.
You know how I know I'm old? You want to know how I know I'm old? Because I now sleep with a hoodie, and it's like a light hoodie. It's like it's
Really?
Yeah, it's really. But I've always been like a tank top kind of guy.
Yeah,
But now I wear a hoodie and sweatpants
I have
While
to be
you sleep.
really tired
while
to
I
fall
sleep
asleep
with
like
my
that.
socks on. Obviously, I'm not an animal. Okay, so you had water. Mine only went out for 2, and you know what's crazy is that luckily the hex quarters and my home are both on the grid where there's 2 hospitals. nearby. So ours were
Oh,
not
yeah, it had to be on.
ours were not gonna go out.
Yeah.
Oh, because they didn't let it.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. And because I was thinking, I'm like, man, like Toyota Stadium has their lights on, and then somebody says, well, the hospital's right there. That's why, like, our grids are not gonna go out.
Yeah.
So, but I feel bad for a lot of people, and everybody that was talking shit. Yeah, to answer your question earlier, I was offended a little bit,
Same.
right?
Because like we know what bad winters.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
we lived through the polar
Detroit,
vortex in Chicago,
Ottawa,
like,
Arkansas,
Literally, Michigan it literally has 4 seasons every single day.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I had to
and-
walk like 30 minutes to school in like -30.
Yeah,
But for a lot of people, that was worse than like a Chicago winter, where it might be
Yeah.
cold outside,
Yeah.
but like they're plowing the roads. You still got
Yeah.
heat inside.
yeah,
you still got
inside,
power.
right? Everybody's like, it's like, oh,
Hey.
that's nothing. I'm like, yeah, let your house,
Yeah.
the inside of your house, get to 30 degrees.
Yeah.
yeah,
Tell me
and
how
your
you like
state
it.
Yeah,
actually
like
has
you
salt
move
trucks.
one of these houses to one of the like Chicago
Oh
or,
no.
or anywhere
can't.
else, like
No.
they'd actually be like frozen.
Yeah, because you think about it, obviously, like when you're building houses, you're saving on the materials,
Yeah.
right? And if you don't have to over insulate the way that we have to over insulate up north,
Mhm.
then obviously you're going to save a lot of money. So therefore, they do, right? When I saw sand on the roads, I figured there was a dust storm going on, and Jude's like, "No, that's for the snow." And I'm like, "Well, that's an interesting strategy.
That's a new one.
That's salt. Ever heard of salt?
Yeah.
I
The
saw
crazy
one
part-
plow.
The crazy part is the grocery stores too. This is the second time now in 12 months. First with the pandemic, and now where I've walked in a grocery store. I didn't even know because I didn't lose power. I didn't think it was like
Yeah.
terrible. I walked into Tom Thumb. It was like fucking Mad Max, dude, all over
Yeah.
again. It was worse than the pandemic. Everything there was cauliflower crust pizza and fucking something else in the frozen section that was terrible. That's all they had.
Yeah,
After this, I'm buying one of those survival kit things, like 100 and
been
120
telling you. Building a bunker.
days.
huh?
Building a bunker.
Building a
Yeah.
bunker.
100%.
The thing about that is that luckily Jude always stocks up on water.
Yeah.
Always. And then we have a freezer in the garage,
Yes.
which has like elk from the Googans.
Yep.
Right. So I'm always good, you know, if anything. But
That's what you got to do because
hey, if I was to tear this down as worst to best or the worst winter ever, this would be in my top 3 tier.
I would
list.
agree.
And I'm from Chicago for 24 winters.
Yeah, and being in Michigan too, like nothing was this bad.
No.
No.
The whole town shut down. Anyways, as you guys know, I'm going to go sit down with the guys for a tier list video. We're only going to show you a little bit of segment, but if you guys want to see the entire show, it'll be live on the channel later this week. Good morning. Welcome to another episode of OpTic Chicago Ranks. A whole bunch of different stuff today. I believe we're doing, look at that, teams. We're going to be ranking all the teams from S tier all the way to F tier. Essentially, we're doing the team rankings, right? Is that it, Roger? Production team, welcome. Good morning. Make sure that the sound speed is rolling.
Good morning, Sandy.
The f-stops are where they should be. ISOs, ISOs, Roger.
good
Cool.
morning?
You
We'll
guys
give
know
it
the
eight.
name of the game. We are going to be ranking these teams, obviously based off the performance of week 1. Obviously, we postponed week 2, so we're going to start in alphabetical order. A for Atlanta, D for Dallas, F for Mutineers, and so on and so forth. Who do you guys want to start with? You guys want to start with us, or you want us to leave it to the end?
Leave it to the end.
Leave
I
us
mean,
to
just
the
throw
end.
us an S.
Okay.
Nah, that's not humble enough.
We gotta be humble.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can't.
Maybe
This is a video setting us up for bad karma. We gotta make sure we don't do that.
Throw us an S.
Okay.
Stop it.
We're gonna start with Atlanta.
Don't phase an S.
Atlanta
Atlanta
Phase.
phase S.
Yeah, phase S.
Unanimous, yeah.
Atlanta Phase is an
Yeah,
S.
they're S team for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
They are 2-1 or 1-1 or 1-1. 1-1, right? The same as us.
No,
No,
it's
no,
two
no,
no.
2-0.
2-0.
2-0. Oh,
Oh,
who
super
else is
S.
1? Oh, Dallas is 1-1.
Yes.
They
No,
lost.
Dallas and A.
Dallas and A.
S.
S.
You think?
S.
Yeah, S.
Dallas and A.
Yo,
I mean, they
Stick
went
to the
1-1.
plan.
We're doing it off the first week.
I'm doing this off my
Oh,
fucking future karma. They're an S.
All right,
Yeah?
S.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
S.
I
wait, we are
agree.
not doing it off week 1.
Yeah, come on.
What?
man.
Okay,
We've been
Seth.
playing this game for 3 months.
All right, Seth. What's up? Where are you?
This is not week
He
1.
thinks S.
Okay,
Dallas S.
so
Yes.
Atlanta, you agree with Atlanta in S tier?
Yes.
Dashy?
Yeah.
Bose? Okay. Dallas then.
S.
S.
S?
Yes.
Why? They're 1-1 just like us.
We could potentially match up against them winners round 1. We need to have good karma.
I agree.
Ah.
That's the main reason.
That's the main reason.
100%.
Bose, what do you think?
You're not.
Yeah, I'm
S, you want to
giving
throw us an S?
Yeah.
I'm giving them S.
We're an S.
Scum?
Alright.
Huh?
Mutineers.
We play them.
Hey.
Mutineers? Oh.
Play them this
solid.
Dude, where do I start?
But they're-
Neptune, that's an insane talent.
They're
And then you got Skies, he's
A
fucking
plus.
dude, literally one of the best banding artists in the league.
Yeah.
Not quite to my level, but like almost there. And then
Yeah.
you got like what, Slack?
Yeah.
Dirty work. And then Awakening, Jesus Christ, man, I think he's cheating. You know what I'm saying? Like, this guy's gross. Yeah. We're gonna make sure we need to be on our shit to beat these guys. Put him in S. Put him in S now.
S?
Get him in there.
No.
All right,
S.
that's the
No.
first rank. All right.
Don't curse us.
Dylan,
Yes.
Dylan, what are you thinking?
I agree, yes.
Yes, thank you, Dale.
You don't agree. They're A. They're
I'm
A.
co-signing
Dude.
anything Matt says.
That's an S&D loss right there. If you put him in A, we're losing game 2. Keep going, we'll lose the series.
They're in A.
All right, so just for the record, you're going for the good karma.
I mean, I just broke down their whole fucking team. What a squad.
Yeah, you did.
They're in A.
Money B,
I'm agree with Scum. I'm gonna go A.
A, Dashy.
I'm co-signing with Matt all day.
All right, they are.
Shit.
Okay, so I guess is that tied? All right, I guess they stay at S tier.
No, they don't.
Seth is 3 to 2.
They're a great team, but they're not an
It'll
S
be
tier
hilarious
team.
when like it just shows like everyone else ranked, and then you have the people we play this week all in S.
All right, okay.
That's the way he's approaching it.
Okay, but bro, my majority rules. There's 5 of you. It's 3-2. You and
No,
Bose are at
bunch
A.
bunch of sheep. You're a sheep.
LAG,
Don't make me
the
eat my
hooded,
shears.
Yeah,
The hooded men.
That's
Get him
a
up there.
team.
Get him up there.
That's-
The hooded-
Higher.
S.
Yes.
Why?
Higher. Okay, let me break
World
it down for
champion.
you.
Wait, hold on. He's gonna
Listen,
break it down.
let me break
Sell
it
it
down.
to me.
Last time there was a boots on the ground 44 COD, they won fucking champ. Guess what? We're back. Guess what? Okay, I lost 1v1 to a guy on their team. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And then you got Silly, dude. Like
The last 2
talk
years,
about a flex,
been boots on
right?
the ground.
He can literally run, he can run
What is
any
he
gun,
talking
any
about,
role. They're a gross search team. All you gotta do is be someone respawn. You know
the
their
last
person's better
2
than
years
ours.
have been boots.
Yeah, but listen, like
not
this
it was
is like
5v5.
real boots.
It was
This is 4v4 boots.
Yeah.
Yeah, 4v4.
This is tradition.
You ever seen Silly on
All right,
4v4
Dylan,
boots?
what are you thinking?
I've seen him.
He runs rampant.
Yeah, I saw him on Wednesday.
With all
I
this
was
said, I'm
elite.
taking B. Wait, Apathy, how many rings? Wait, Matt, how many rings Apathy has?
I think like 4.
Yo, that's so
These
insane.
guys messed their whole fucking team. So like get him an S. What are you doing? That's a 3-2.
All right, Bose, what do you got? Dylan said B. Matt said S.
Their ass, whatever.
I'll give him a B.
B?
I'll go B.
You've been watching?
Nah,
Nah.
I'll give him B. I mean, they're not terrible.
Yeah. Dashy?
What did Matt say? S?
Yeah.
I'll give him A.
A? Okay.
What?
3-1. That's a close
This is the
3-1.
most
3-1
boots
so far.
days
That's a
ranking.
close
Okay, here we
3-1.
go.
No, nobody even asked me.
Seth,
Don't do it.
it's on you.
C.
All right, so there you have it. Those are the tiered rankings from them. Thank God that Maniac stepped in to give us some truth, and I guess towards the end, Formal convinced Seth to think the same way because as you saw, like obviously Seth wanted to rank us as S tier.
Yeah.
What do you think about that, Karma? I told him we didn't need to do that because we have you. We have good karma here already.
Yeah, I mean, well, from the list that I'm seeing, I mean, I'd say it's pretty damn accurate, to be honest.
Yeah,
are we
us-
S tier
us
or
and
no?
F.
Are we S tier or
No,
F
we're
tier?
F tier.
I see
F
us in
tier,
F,
okay, that's
man.
fine.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
F
Other
tier.
than that, us being F tier,
Yeah.
I'd say it's a pretty solid list.
I was with it though. Like I understood because we had a different situation like that where we wanted to do something where we shit talk at another team, and I'm like, nope. Not only do I not like to talk about other teams, I like to focus on what we're doing, but also I'm not trying to get memed. F that.
Exactly.
Not my thing. Hey, look, I learned from other people's mistakes. Shout out Hastro. Okay, my man's has a really good track
they're-
record of
they're in
pissing
deep.
everybody off. So anyway, what did you think of last week, man? Obviously, our predictions didn't necessarily.
Mine were decent. I think my predictions were decent.
Were they?
Yeah, I don't think Florida. I was a little disappointed in that performance. I just after last season, I always said I wouldn't underestimate
against
them,
them.
but they didn't come out as hot as I thought they would. Other than that, though, L.A. Thieves, 100
LA Thieves.
did really well. So yeah, I don't know.
It's expected. It's crazy how they. It's not crazy. Obviously, they're talented dudes, but it's just so much easier to perform at your level when all you have to concentrate is on competing. And last year they were sort of the talking point because of everything that was going on with
Yeah.
with OpTic and Huntsman. So
Right.
I'm glad. I'm happy for them. They're in a good spot. They left 100 Thieves to join the LA OpTic, and then they went back to the same home, which
Yeah.
is super good in my opinion. What did you think of last weekend? Weekend number 1.
You know, I mean, I didn't mind it. I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't super tuned into it the
Yeah,
whole
you-
time.
yeah.
But I mean, Sunday's matches for me they were pretty crazy. That was like those were the kind of matches I wanted to see, to be honest. The first couple days were kind of,
Yeah.
but I mean, I think that's just what happens when you get like the really good teams up against each other. And I mean, it was a typical COD Sunday, I'd say.
Were you surprised about Rocker beating the shit out of? Well, I don't know. Did they beat the shit out of him? Was it just
It
close?
was
match?
game 5.
I
Game
mean,
five?
it's like I
The
think I
clutch
said it
factor?
on the pre-show. Is like Minnesota was like that bubble team outside of the top 4.
Yep.
Yeah.
So they were like, you know, one of the teams that could go in and beat one of them. And yeah, I mean, they got their karma.
Yeah.
Dallas did.
Minnesota is probably one of the best like S&D teams from when
Yeah.
I like when I scrimmed against them.
Yeah.
So
What did you think of the launch weekend?
I think a lot of the matches went the ways that they should, depending on like how you look at it. The only one that I thought that we were like was ours was versus FaZe that I thought we were gonna win. It does suck that the team had a bad like S&D showing, and I know that they're way more capable of like performing in search, and I feel like if they
Did we end up
like-
losing both the searches in that? series?
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
won one round.
yeah
One
and,
round.
like to be honest, even with the searches, like it's actually good that they lost because if you really think about it, like you can sit there and win the series 3-1 if you won that, you know, that last hard point that they should have won too.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's an eye opener. Like S&D is 2 game modes.
Yeah.
Like it's so important.
Yeah.
So anything can happen in respawn, but S&D is a game mode where we know like we competed, like you can control everything.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
you can hit bomb sites, play spread, get information, control around every single time. If you lose, it's on you.
Is this like last year though? We were talking about that last year where people just really weren't practicing S&D that much. Are they still doing that this
I think
year? Or people
I know.
I think they've played a
They're
lot.
they
scrimming
played
now?
a lot.
Like
yeah.
I said, I mean, I just talked to Brandon. I was like, dude, you guys know that you like what the fuck were you doing?
Yeah.
Like that's what I said. I was
We've
like,
been saying
I
S&D
was
is
like, you
important
guys
since-
know, like, and if you watch that, like, it was so winnable. Like
It
they
was.
weren't doing anything special.
There were
Our
FaZe-
guys were just, I don't know, something just wasn't right.
Yeah.
I
But
felt-
it wasn't like FaZe was like playing and
Dominating or
yeah.
something?
I mean,
Yeah.
FaZe was just taking initiative, like
Yeah.
working together, and I
Like,
think
we really didn't do anything.
No, there was no initiative from us to like actually like team push.
Yeah.
You know.
I don't think that'll ever happen again. I mean,
Yeah.
they might lose some searches. I don't think they win
But not
one
like that.
round in a whole series.
Yeah.
I think you're right on the eye-opening experience because if they would have won, they wouldn't have been exposed to how
Yeah,
bad
that's
they
how I look
were
at-
performing in it. Yeah, because had they won that 3-1, had
Yeah.
those 5 seconds not been an issue,
Yeah.
then we wouldn't have had a chance to play that second S&D that sort of said, yo,
Yeah.
wake up.
Yeah.
Right. So that you got to look at it from the positive perspective, and they didn't take it as hard as you would imagine they would have, because they knew. They're like, all right, yeah, we fucked that up royally. So, but yeah, no,
Yeah.
they're playing a lot. They just
Yeah.
play off stream.
Right.
Yeah, and then the way I see it is like, one, they're really good at respawns, and two, like that I have faith in them, like as S&D players, that won't happen. So like them just having more footage, even though they didn't do well, they can see what went wrong and see like what the other teams were doing that was working. And I think that's like the biggest takeaway. Like, yeah, they lost, but I mean, you can clearly see why.
That's an effort game.
Yeah.
Like you put most effort into your strats and your actual teamwork, like you will see results.
Yeah,
Easily fixable.
no, it's very easy. It's
I'd
like-
almost rather lose like that because they know that's not how
Exact-
they
yeah.
play.
Yeah, and I
Agreed.
mean, against FaZe, you know, it's going to be like all year. They're probably going to be trading
Yeah.
next series.
I mean, think about this. We don't get to see those S&D matches, and then we get to see those same S&D matches on the major.
Yeah.
Right. Like, I'm glad that we got that shit out of the way now,
Yeah.
so we can learn from it and then move forward like with a positive confidence going into the next
Yeah,
I
into
agree.
the next one.
I think going into the major, you just win as many as you can. Yeah, you might have close games versus the top teams.
Yeah.
Smoke everyone else, win against the top teams, maybe lose some close ones like
Yeah.
that. It's really not the worst. Show
Yeah.
up when the big tournament comes.
Yeah. The whole question on whether or not they can recover, and this is what I was talking to them. I'm like, guys, do you realize that all these other YouTubers that make these sort of videos say it's like they don't believe that you guys can mentally recover from a loss. They said that the only thing that's gonna get in your way is your own mental, and they're like, yeah, whatever. Like literally,
Yeah, I mean, you gotta be.
Yeah.
After they lost, dude, I got so many tweets about it. I'm like, thank God it's not me playing now. I'm like, they're like, what are you doing, dude? What was that search? I'm like, dude,
It's your fault.
I just got here. Like, dude, leave me alone. I'm playing Minecraft, bro. Like,
do you play Minecraft, General?
I used to play on an Xbox server.
Oh.
And I never really played it on PC, but I do have a really cool map. Like, it was like
a seed?
Yeah, seed. But no, I actually have a really, really cool world. But
like you already played on it, or
yeah.
Oh,
like
okay.
I started it literally when I was in like middle school, and then I would play with my friends on Xbox.
And it's still live. It's still going.
Yeah, because it's saved to the Xbox.
Oh, that's
what it is.
That's 2B2T reincarnated.
It's so cool. I might make a video on it.
You should.
I can show you guys. It's cool.
Anyway, so OpTic Craft 2021 out of nowhere sort of made a resurgence. One day I don't know how it happened. I don't know why it happened, but Maniac said, I want to play something. I'm like, yo, you should play Minecraft. And Hitch told him you should play Minecraft. It's the best game ever, blah, blah, blah. So I started a server, restarted my server, and then Maniac got in it. And then since Maniac sits there and Formal's over there, Formal's like, yo, let me get the seed. Let me play. So how do you play this shit? And they started playing.
Yeah.
So everybody's on it now.
Bro, everybody
Oh, I'm
is on
coming
it.
through.
Bro, TST's on it. Me, Seth, after a decade of trying to get him to play.
We tried to get him to play so many times back in the day.
He didn't want to, but now it's crazy. So Seth, Sender, Envoy and his girlfriend, Dashy was trolling.
Are there rules on the server?
There's
or
no
is it-
rules.
No rules.
I mean, no griefing. Like, don't go and destroy the hours and hours of, accumulation of whatever.
Okay, that's good to know. 'cause
Yeah,
that
yeah,
was
yeah.
Probably the plan.
So obviously, like the only ones bro, we had like a full on squad there. Like I'm talking about the full. The only people that were missing is you, Embos,
yeah,
and maybe like these guys that.
I'm coming through. I'm sneaking though. I'm going Syndicate 2014.
Yeah, are
Yeah.
you? You're gonna take, bro. I don't even want to talk about it. You should get in there though, because we're not. I mean, Karma's the only one that's anywhere near being able to go to the ender.
Oh, you're
To
close.
the end game.
yeah.
You've been
Yeah.
grinding.
It's like, I mean, when we're on during the day, it's me, you, Nick.
Yeah.
That's about it, really.
Yeah.
I mean, we have 4 guys who they have to play COD.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all
then
play
T-
at any time though, or everybody gets on at the same time?
Nah, everybody just gets on whenever they get on.
Okay.
And what's messed up is that Josefo messed up my Minecraft, so I was laggy, so I couldn't record.
Minecraft.
One of my favorite things to do is like blame Josefo for something because I know he's just like every time.
if you get on, I'll probably be on.
So I didn't. Yeah, he's on. He's been on like 24/7 almost, and I called it the first night. I'm like, look, I'm gonna go to bed while Karma is playing, and I bet you when I wake up tomorrow morning, Karma's gonna be playing.
If you've never played Minecraft, it's the most addicting thing in the world. Like when
Ever.
you get into it.
He was surprised at how many people wanted to watch it.
Yeah,
Oh.
as I was saying to him, I was like, honestly, I'd rather be playing Rust, but
Mhm.
like people don't want to watch it, and honestly, like this is just like a more relaxed version of it.
There's
And I
another
like
game
farming.
that just came out, Valheim.
I was playing that before my power went out.
Were you?
Yeah.
What is that, like a Minecraft one?
Yeah, but you're like a Viking. I'd say it's a
Thank
little more difficult.
Yeah.
But it's, yeah, I mean, it's crazy from the little bit I've played. Like, I had trolls attacking my base and shit.
Like actual trolls, like big giant dudes, right?
Yeah, I have a clip on Twitter. It's great. I walk in the front gate with my buddy Cam, and he gets pissed that like they started breaking the walls in the house because of me. But dude, I walk to the house, I look to my left, and they just appear like big trolls.
Anyway, so obviously all the matches that happened yesterday, we're not going to talk about because everybody knows the results on that.
Right.
So starting today, obviously we're going to begin with the London Royal Ravens versus Dallas Empire. Obviously the Royal Ravens did look kind of good. They just obviously couldn't. I don't know. What do you think? You think that they're gonna be able to compete at this sort of level with Dallas Empire
Versus Dallas, I mean, I would think not. Obviously, Dallas just had like kind of an eye opener.
Yeah.
But
Well,
I
that's
don't.
what I mean.
Yeah, I don't expect them to take it lightly after losing that match. They're probably grinding their ass off. So I think Dallas probably take this one.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Dallas 3-1 over.
You saw
London.
Parasite came back and he's on Royal Ravens.
I did.
That's your ex-teammate. You won a world championship with him.
Yeah.
You think he still has it?
Yeah, I think he can do it. The biggest thing I saw from the Ravens, honestly, when they did a listening, those guys were just like they're freaking out.
Their comms were so
they're all
clustered,
over the
yeah.
place.
Were they?
Chaotic.
Yeah. They need to chill out. That's my
Just
biggest
listen to
take.
Shawnee.
All right. So you're predicting
Dallas.
Dallas.
Dallas
yeah.
Empire.
3-1.
I mean, man, we're like 30 minutes from seeing whether or not you are correct. Probably less. Okay. Then we have Seattle Surge versus the Los Angeles Thieves. I think that's an easy one. I thought what I saw from the Thieves is that they are a composed team, and not again. There was never a question of whether or not that team was talented enough. It was just how soon they could turn on that talent, and they came out with the fire, man. I thought they did a phenomenal job last week. I know Nate Shad was happy.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
I said last week. If Teach goes big, like they need Teach to play well. I'm pretty sure he played pretty well in that
Yeah.
series.
What are you thinking? Thieves or Surge?
I'm thinking Thieves will win actually last map because I think Surge and Big P is a different beast on 60 hertz. So I think Big P, he's a threat now. You know, you were slacking a little bit, Big P, but now you're in 60 hertz now. So now I expect a lot more. So I still think it's gonna go last map.
You do?
Yeah.
You think it's gonna go map 5?
Yep.
Against the Thieves.
Yep.
And who takes it?
I think Thieves, but Big P proved me wrong.
All right. What about you?
I'm gonna say
Big T?
3-1. I don't think that one's going to the last map. 100
We'll see.
Thieves gonna take that 3-1.
Dude, how are you holding your mic?
What you mean? I'm just.
Dude, I gotta do
I work
that.
out, bro. Look at me. You're huge.
Yeah, you're holding that with your pectoral muscles?
Yes, sir.
Oh, I was gonna say something. I'm not gonna say it.
Good.
Okay, so I'm gonna again. Like I said, I'm gonna go with the Thieves. Zinni and the Ultra versus my boys and the OpTic Chicago team. What are you thinking down there? I mean, obviously, very biasly, you're gonna say OpTic, but tell me why.
Yeah, I mean, at a Toronto Ultra, I'd say they're pretty well rounded all round.
They didn't play bad.
Yeah, no, and maybe even last year they were a strong team. I'd
Yeah.
say.
What are A tier versus F tier?
Yeah, something like that.
A tier versus the
F
F
tier,
tier
yeah.
OpTic. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
I'd say Chicago could take it 3-1 maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
They have a potential to lose a respawn, even search and destroy to Toronto. I think they're going to be strong in both. But if they come out hot and potentially take the search, I think they'll probably 3-1, 3-0.
I just got a flashback of that Miami map, and I could not believe it. That was not our team.
I
That's
wouldn't
not
want to
the-
play Miami anymore without a sniper.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
It's probably
that-
so
I mean,
different and no smokes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have Dashy. You know what I mean? Like,
Exactly.
Yeah, no.
that's crazy. What do you think?
I think our team will beat them. Just ban Crossroads HP versus Toronto, and I think you're fine.
That's their map.
No, that's their map. Close
That's their
range.
map.
Yeah.
Put them on Moscow or put them on Techmate. That
I'm not a Crossroads fan. I'd
Well,
say get that out of here.
worst map in the game.
We'll ban
Crossroads,
that.
really?
Yeah.
Practice our search, and I think
Yeah.
we'll take that
Just,
one 3-1.
don't let the fast players in Ultra just play on a small pace map, and that's Crossroads. So
Yeah.
there you go.
Oof, that's the sort of insight I would never be able to give you. Big T, you said us 3-1.
I'll say 3-1. Yeah, I think we'll pick it up in the search, and yeah, I think we'll do okay in that match.
I want to see a longer match, so I'm gonna go 3-2 us. I just want to see more Call of Duty from us because I don't know these once a day matches don't even. I don't like. I talked about this extensively before, but Friday, Saturday, Sunday is what it is. Like the reason that I like or I'm happy that Snowmageddon happened is because we have a week long of super Call of Duty.
This is a
Right.
lot of COD.
It's a lot of COD. We just got through to 2 days. We just got today and 3 more or 4 more, and we're done through the weekend. I'm very, very pleased at how quickly the league reacted to the best option. So shout out to them. Okay, so 3-1, 3-1, 3-1, 3-2 for me. Not that I don't have any confidence. It's just me wanting to see more Call of Duty out of my boys. All right, Thursday. The first match of the day is going to be the New York Subliners versus the Minnesota Rocker. Rocker obviously coming off of this incredible win against Dallas Empire. Their confidence has to be skyrocketing right now.
Yeah, I mean, if they get on a roll, like I said, being that bubble team, I mean, Minnesota, they could easily push in, potentially top 3. I think they have all the talent to do it. I think New York, they're still struggling, and like I said before, I think it's gonna probably continue. I don't know if there's any light at the end of the tunnel. Like it's them just pulling some series out of a hat. But I'm gonna go 3-0 Minnesota.
3-0 Minnesota.
Ooh.
Ooh. What is it about the Subliners that doesn't give you confidence?
Like I said, just all the issues they've had. They lost like their best sub. Mac was struggling a lot in their last series last weekend, and I think he needs to be that star with Clay. Who knows? Maybe it was a bad weekend, but I think they just have a lot of work to do. But I'm still sticking with Minnesota.
Minnesota 3-0 from Karma. What do you see?
I see a 3-2 for Roker, and the reason why I think Subliners, I actually think they're a good team, but the problem is that they actually lack initiative and good decision making. And I think I think Roker is a good team, but I think their worst game mode is definitely Hardpoint.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason why they're able to win these series is because of how good their search is, and you can play control like it's search and destroy, so that they'll win the controls as well. But I feel like Subliners have the edge in Hardpoint because they're more aggressive, but being more aggressive is also can make more mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where Subliners is. They make a lot of mistakes because Clay's like the only true veteran, and then everyone else is fairly new, and they're good players, right? But Clay's not going to be in every single scenario to tell him what to do. You can't just put it all on him. So everybody has to be involved and have a good initiative, make good decisions, and just close the games out where you have your numbers. Because when they lost against 3-0 to Thieves, it was very close games.
Right.
But at the end of the day, if you lose, you lose. You can't just sit there. Oh, it was a close game. Oh, you lost. You still lost.
Yeah.
So I think for Subliners, they just got to work on their, actually having good decision making as a team. While Roker, if they can win a Hardpoint, Roker will win.
Yeah.
But I don't know. We'll see. But I do think Roker will win last map because they are better at search and destroy.
Big T?
That's some serious analysis. It's
Yeah.
tough to follow that up, but I will say that Minnesota is going to keep riding that momentum. I think Minnesota. I'm going to go 3-1 though. I'm not going to say 3-2.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
3-1.
I'm going to go with you. I can't follow that up. I mean, I
3
could, obviously, but I'm just not going to. That's tempted. I'm going to go 3-1, Minnesota Rocker. Shout out Midnight. Shout out Gary V. Let's get it popping. You heard me? All right. Los Angeles Gorillas at 3:30 against us, Chicago. I think, obviously, look, the Gorillas actually surprised me a little bit more than they should have. Obviously, nothing should surprise me from any team in this league because of the talent pool. But I was actually surprised at how well they performed. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, Gorillas, they have basically their World War II champs team minus Pat, right? Something like that.
For Vivid.
I did say it's kind of weird. They're all in LA. I think that's kind of tough for them considering what the league is. But yeah, they do have Vivid. Their strong suit, I think, right now in this series for LA is their S&D. But still, I would go with Chicago 3-1. I think their respawn, like I said, it's looked really good in scrims, in the matches, and 3-1. Maybe they beat LAG in the search, which I think is definitely possible.
Yeah.
I think they can beat anyone. But yeah, OpTic 3-1.
OpTic 3-1. What about you?
3-1, I agree. I think if actually any game mode the Gorillas can win is probably maybe the control,
Yeah.
depending on how the vetoes go. But I just think if LA Gorillas loses that S&D, then I don't think they'll win the series.
Big T?
I think OpTic's going to come out nervous, honestly. I think the Gorillas stomp them 3-0. It's probably actually I'll say OpTic 3-0. I think after we'll already be in the groove. They'll already have a match under their belt. I do think they beat Ultra in the first match on Wednesday, so we're probably coming in with more confidence, momentum. I'm gonna say not a steamroll, but I do think 3-0. Maybe a couple close maps, but I think OpTic 3-0.
I'm gonna back you up on that. Let's leave it at that. Not discounting the talent on that team at all.
Of course not.
But I agree. All right, then we get. I think this is where we start the new one. Oh no, we still have Thursdays. Okay, so this is where we start the new week, right? Those matches up until that point was supposed to happen last week. So now we're going into the third week, also known as the third week. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We continue on Thursday at 5 p.m. February 25th with Mutineers against Atlanta FaZe. Then we have Ravens versus Thieves. Oh, that's Friday. All right, let's finish up on Thursday. Mutineers versus FaZe. Karma.
I think FaZe, this is their first match during this whole thing, right?
Yeah.
Haven't seen them before. They're both fresh off
Wins?
I don't even know. No, because I don't think Florida is. But it's a fresh week for them. I think FaZe takes this one 3-2 this time. I don't know. They're both very evenly matched though. I think that, like I said, them, Dallas, OpTic, like all of them all year, that the matches could go either way. I don't think any team's gonna be technically worse unless some crazy thing happens with them and someone loses all confidence.
General, what do you think? Mutineers or FaZe?
I think FaZe will win as long as they don't rush things. I think when they played against our team in the respawns, they looked really frantic. And I think like that's just not how they play. Like I know how Alec is a methodical guy, and I know BZ and them are very fast, but the thing is that they're fast because they're really good teamwork players.
Fast
and
with strategy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Don't just rush things individually.
Right.
And I think the first time that they played against Mutineers, they were rushing a lot of things, and that's why that's where they're losing. I also think FaZe will win because they got better at search. Like they've been putting a lot of time into getting better because they know how important it is.
Did Florida beat FaZe? They did. Okay.
Yeah, they did. So yeah, I think FaZe will win. I think if FaZe comes out and wins the first map, I actually think it'll be a 3-0. I think if Florida wins the first map, it can go 3-2 for FaZe, but
all a momentum thing though.
Yeah, they are a momentum team, but that's not a bad thing. But I just think FaZe, just don't overthink it. Just because you lost them the first time, like just play your game and don't rush things. I think FaZe will still win.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think a big thing, like in search for these teams like Atlanta, OpTic, against really good search teams now, I think it gets a lot harder because of the no sniper.
Yeah.
Like
You think the snipers what that?
yeah, like I think
teams?
they're all really good at search, but
Yeah.
like if you get a team of players who like they're just good search players, maybe they don't need the sniper. Now it's just a whole different ball game.
Yeah.
Like when you got Simp or Matt
Absolutely.
or Brandon not having a sniper rifle, those are like big picks that you don't easily get now. You really have to work for them.
Because on Moscow, a sniper could literally hold down one bomb site and stack another one. But
Same
in this
with
one,
Miami, all of them.
Yeah.
So it's a lot different, and team play has to be really big in search
like
and destroy.
offense is actually better now if you think about it, because like you
Yeah.
can't just unless you get hard countered by
Yeah.
4 people. If you stack it, you win your trades, you win the site. So
Mhm.
defense, you got to work harder and you got to get information. So
This is the one I don't feel comfortable making a prediction. I'm not sure. I do think this will be probably the most exciting. I mean, obviously we play on Thursday, but
Yeah.
I think this will be the most exciting match on Thursday. So
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I'd say probably
it's a good way to
3-2
close
either
it
way.
out. Yeah, it's a good way to close out Thursday.
That'll be a great match.
So what did you say?
I don't know. I think it'll be a toss up.
Okay, it's a
3-2 either way.
3-2 either way. He says he's not gonna pick. He picked both Florida and Atlanta FaZe.
Can't lose.
I am going to go with. Man, this is a tough one. If I was to do a coin flip, there it is. Okay, Lance of Mutineers. I think Mutineers win 3-2.
I like it.
Only because of the coin flip. We move on to Friday, and we'll move through these fairly quickly because I know we're running out of time and we have to get into the matches today. Okay, so we'll go super quick. No explanation needed. Just give me Thieves or Ravens, Karma.
Thieves.
General?
Thieves.
I'm going Thieves. I'm thinking Thieves, whatever it was they were saying. On Friday at 3:30, we have Ultra and Legion.
I'm gonna go with Toronto Ultra for this one.
Okay.
Ultra.
Ultra.
I'm gonna go with Paris on this one.
I'm going to go
actually.
with Paris on this one, too.
Cody.
Shout out Zinni.
I like that matchup.
Yeah. 2v2. There we go. Subliners versus Empire on Friday at 5 p.m.
I'm gonna have to go with Dallas on this one.
Yeah.
Dallas victory for
But
sure.
maybe Clay wants
I
some
know.
revenge.
Clay
You
wants
never
some
know.
Yeah, Clay's gonna
you
be
never
screaming at his
know.
teammates, literally.
Yeah. Look, I'm pulling. I love to see an upset like that. I'm all about it. But yeah, Dallas. Everybody's got Dallas.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
I
right,
have
Dallas it is. Then on Saturday, the first match of the day at 2 p.m. is Paris Legions versus Atlanta FaZe. What say you?
I got to take FaZe in this one.
Yeah, FaZe.
FaZe comes home with the victory.
FaZe does come home with the victory. I agree. There's 2 more. Bro, I swear to God, I thought it was coming from my sheet of paper.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
I was laughing at you.
All right, so we got 4 more matches. Minnesota Rocker versus Royal Ravens on Saturday at 3:30. What say you, Damon?
Minnesota.
You got Minnesota. What do you got, General?
Yeah, I have the Roker.
Rocker with the dub.
Rocker with the dub. Shout out mid. Last match on Saturday happens to be Toronto Ultra versus the Gorillas. Zinni?
Big Zen.
I'm going with the Gorillas.
Sydney with the big Zitty.
I'm going with the Gorillas for this
Oh,
one.
you go with Gorillas. I like
Yeah.
it. Who you going with the Gorillas too?
No, I'm gonna say Toronto.
Toronto. All right, I'm going with Big Zinny with the big Zitty. Face full of Zitzies too. I'm kidding. Just have to do it. Shout out, Sin. Okay, Sunday we have three matches. I'm sorry, we have 3 matches on Sunday, which happen to be Seattle versus Liners, Florida versus Chicago, Thieves versus Empire. We start with Surge versus Subliners. What do you got?
Me?
Yeah.
Oof. I don't know.
Ooh.
I don't know who to pick in this one.
Looks like a last
yeah,
mapper.
I think I'm gonna pick Seattle possibly in this.
Seattle on a 5-2 win, round 11.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's close. I
Yeah.
don't know who wins though, but maybe Seattle.
I want to see a good match. What do you
Yeah.
got?
I think it's going last map, and I'll give it to Clay. Even though, like I said,
There you go.
honestly, like 60 hertz Pierce, like you got to prove me wrong, like
Yeah.
But I don't know.
So
I go
you
with
got
Clay.
Who do you got?
I'm going for all of Sunday. Right side of the sheet. New York, OpTic, Dallas. Victors.
Oh baby.
You know what? I'm gonna back you on that. I
agree.
I got Clay, OpTic, and Empire.
Yeah.
Although I would like to see Thieves
Make
come
it
on
close,
top
yeah.
versus that one.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a close one
Yeah.
on that one.
Be some good matches regardless.
And then I'm Seattle, OpTic Dallas.
Seattle, OpTic, Dallas. What do you got, General? Last ones, the last 3.
I think LA Thieves will win 3-2.
3-2. There you have it. That's going to do it for this episode. We ran super late on this one. We apologize. We're going to end it abruptly. We're going to send it over. First line of the description. Tell them who sent you. And we'll see you next week, hopefully. No, we will. 100%. See you. Bye.
All right.